Hello guys, welcome back. So I know I've been away for just a little bit. I had some mic issues. If you've been watching my newest videos, it's kind of been a struggle. So I got a new mic. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it. But today I have so many new products to share with you guys. I cannot wait. We have like the new Dior liquid lips. Never tried that. Brand new. Lawless has a new mascara. I want to try this Huda Beauty highlighter. Natasha Denona. I mean, we've got so much stuff in here, so I cannot wait to get started and do my makeup with you guys. Let me know what you think about the sound. I would love to hear. So before I get started, I do want to say, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and also hit that post notification bell so you're notified when I do upload. And yeah, let's just go ahead and hop on into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with eyes. And I have this new palette from NARS. This is the Summer Solstice eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to try this out. So I'm going to be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. And I'm going to apply that. This is also in the shade Light. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I am so pregnant because my emotions are everywhere. And last night, I don't know what led me down this rabbit hole, but I was on my vlog channel kind of looking at things. And I started watching old videos announcing when I was pregnant with Mason, finding out with Mason, and seeing the 4D ultrasound in the vlog. I was sobbing, like literally sobbing. I was gonna go send some pictures to Davis and of like the ultrasounds and stuff, and I got a glimpse of me crying and I started busting out laughing and then getting back to sobbing. It was just truly a hot mess. But anywho, this is what the palette looks like. It looks really pretty. Not a lot of matte colors, mainly just shimmers. So I'm curious if I should get another eyeshadow palette to kind of play with off of this. I personally, as a consumer, would not buy this because it's not my favorite to have mostly shimmers in a palette and just a couple, like these two right here are the only matte ones, and that's just not enough for me. Maybe if you like more natural looking looks and like a pop of color, but I like to have some more dark matte tones to really work with. This is a new palette too. I really haven't played with it too much, but it's the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. I featured this in my last haul, which I'll leave down below if you guys haven't seen it. But this has a lot of matte shades to work with, so we'll kind of go back and forth and see what we think. Yeah, I'm going to start with this one already and go in with this Bone shade, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid to set this primer in place. I actually was looking and watching old makeup tutorials and stuff like back in like 2017, and I was like, oh my gosh, I used to do so many like looks, you know, and just really take my time when I had a lot of time to do my makeup. So I want to try to get back into that. All right, I'm going into the NARS palette. I'm going to take this one. Again, this is the Summer Solstice. This is in the shade Dune, and I'm going to pop this into my crease. I came prepared for this video as well. I cleaned all my makeup brushes. I was like, you know what? We're gonna really make it work. This is a bit of a deeper shade, so what I'm doing is I'm focusing it right in the crease, a little bit above it, and then we'll start blending it out. So really focusing most of it here and then slowly going up. I'm not gonna go too high because I'll probably add one more shade right above this one to transition to the brow, but this is a very pigmented color. And kind of fan this out. I just kind of went back and forth with Dune, and then I also took Seven Heaven, I believe, this one right here, and just kind of faded it a little bit more up to the brow. I'll probably play with it a little bit more here in just a bit, but I kind of want to move on. Dune is like one of those colors for me that I love, but it looks like if you go into this NYX palette, this one in the NYX palette's really similar. It's not as orange, but you could get pretty much the same idea. Dune in here, similar to this. Dune's just a little bit more orangey, it looks like. I'm gonna swatch both of them. So this one's Dune, this one's NYX. Yeah, very similar though. On my finger, Dune is, like I said, a little bit more red-orange, but I mean, you're not really gonna be able to tell too much on your eyes, you know what I mean? Now I'm going to take a small brush and I'm gonna really start to deepen it up. So I think I'm gonna go in with this shade, actually right underneath what we swatched. I'm gonna pop that into my crease as well. I'm gonna put this right in here and just work that into the crease, mainly just focusing it right here, not going higher than Dune, and putting it here in the outer V. If If you don't watch my vlog channel, highly recommend it. I've been trying to post like once a week on there at least, but then a little bit more times on here, just because this is like the main channel and I really do love makeup, so I like to keep posting on here. It really gives like all the updates as to what's going on. If I've been MIA, usually you can see why on there. I'll leave that link down below. I'm gonna go in, I think I'm gonna go in with this one too, right here. These are all matte shades, by the way, so I'm gonna take that same brush. I think I'm just gonna really deepen up this outer V with that color. Kind of not go in farther than halfway. Really start to work this out. Since we haven't done our face makeup or anything, we can really clean this up easily, but for now you can kind of be messy with it. I'm gonna just take this brush and really tap it in here just to get a good amount of payoff right in here. So really pack it in. Again, not going in more than halfway. And then I'm gonna take a clean brush and start blending this out. Really blend that out. Looking pretty good so far. This NYX palette is blending really well for a nice drugstore palette. Okay, I'm gonna kind of feather this here. I'm gonna go back in with the color we used directly into the crease and just kind of overlap that with the color we put on so we don't lose it. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade we used mainly with Dune. Tap off, take a little bit of this and go right back into that crease very lightly, just to make sure everything's blended out. I'm actually using the one in the NYX palette just because it's like right there and it doesn't look super different on the eye. I'm gonna take this Coca-Cola Morphe, I don't know what this is, probably just named a concealer brush. I'm gonna carve out my lid with concealer and then I'm gonna apply a shimmer on top. I used to do this all the time. I used to use the MAC brush. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called right now, and I used to know it like by the back of my hand, so I'll leave it down below. It's the best if you're gonna carve out your lid. And we're just gonna go in here slowly but surely. See, the MAC one is just a bit more dense, so you can really carve. So just like that. And the concealer, I just use a Dior one that I'm going to share with you guys today. This is so funny because I definitely have a favorite eye to do eye makeup on, which is this one right here. It's always the easiest. I'm curious, is your left or your right eye your favorite eye? Which one's your favorite to work with? That's the good sister, not the bad, you know? I'm going in with this one in the NARS palette using that same brush. I'm gonna make sure I pack it on there, tap it off, and we're just going to work that on the lid right where we put that concealer. Just like that, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade and kind of top it on that. That color is sure pretty. That color is so pretty. Take this blending brush and kind of work that out. A little bit of fallout, but we don't have our face makeup done, so it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other eye. There's that. Now I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to just clean up the edges of my eyes. I've mentioned this before, but you always want to follow the lower lash line, and you just want to be sure you give yourself a little bit more grace. You don't want to go up too high. Just really try to follow it or go a little bit below it, because when you start putting concealer and stuff on and then you maybe go higher, it just starts to kind of make everything look like this, and you want it to really follow that lower lash line. So I'm just going to take my finger. If you have nails, this is like the best part about nails. And I'm just going to clean up all of this and go back just like that. You're probably going to start seeing a little bit more rosacea because my sunscreen was kind of camouflaging it for a minute there. Just like that. Just really helps clean it up. I also have these Lily lashes. These are magnetic lashes, which I've never tried Lily's before. I think these are brand new. And I'm just going to line my upper lash line, just a simple basic follow the top line. To do that, I did use this Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. I still really like this. It's good. Now I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm actually going to apply Bite Mascara, and then we'll start with the magnetic lashes. Okay, so for that, I literally just coated my lashes. I didn't do anything crazy. This is a very volumizing mascara. If you have not tried it out, I recommend it, but I didn't want to waste a ton of product because we're about to put false lashes on. These are the Irreplaceable. They look like Miami to me. And then this is the liquid eyeliner. Let's put this on, allow 2 minutes for it to dry, and then we'll click these suckers into place. Okay, so this is what the applicator looks like. Just apply that. That's nice. A lot of glue comes off on this, which is really nice because you could just go done. For foundations, we're going to be using L'Oreal Infallible. Tried it again the other day, really liked it, so wanted to dive back into it. And I actually watched a video last night of the first time trying this, and I was like, oh, that was so long ago. But this is a new foundation, obviously, because that was years ago. But yeah, we're gonna be using that with the Dior concealer, which I'm surprised about. If the first time I tried this I didn't love it, then I got a new shade and ended up really liking it. We have a cream contour. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try this. I love Juvia's Place. I just love all their stuff, and when I saw this on Instagram, I was super intrigued. This bronzer palette, I love it. I can't wait to try it. And then we have the cream blushes and stuff, which we're kind of going to try things along the way. I do have some Makeup by Mario stuff. We'll see how I feel about trying those, but I do have Jacqueline's palette too, which I really like, this Rouge Romance line. It's pretty dang good. So let's do it. Ooh, those feel good. That feels very secure. Oh my gosh. Okay, I might have to go back a little bit with this one. I do wish they were a little bit longer and you had a little bit more say-so in how much you want to cut off or not cut off, because I feel like if you have bigger eyes than me, these are definitely going to be a little short. I even wish there was like one more magnet or just one more edge that would really flare it out right there. I'm going to take this Rare Beauty liner and I'm just going to make everything look really nice and rounded. I don't like when my liner is like not rounded. It really bothers me. I'm actually really impressed though. They do feel really good on the eyes, and I think I'm really gonna like this magnetic liner. I'm also curious if this works with other magnetic lashes. As for eyeshadow, I would just say go with the NYX Utopia over NARS. Save some cash. It'll kind of pretty much be the same thing. We're gonna do face now using One Size from Patrick's line. This is the Secure the Blur primer. It's a really great one for pores. So I'm just gonna apply this all over. Great for oily skin too. Let that sit for just a second, and then we are going in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I'm gonna go in with 486. Taking the DSMD sponge, I'm going to be applying with this guy. You'll just see how well it covers everything. And if you have not purchased this sponge, you need to go purchase it, because seriously, it's the best. The best. I just made another purchase with her and got some more because I love them. I refuse to buy beauty blenders or anything else because nothing feels this good. Like, this is such a good product. All right, so we're gonna work this all over. Back into that hairline. This is my favorite part of makeup, is going in with foundation. Like, doing eyes first and then going in with face is just the best part, because then you really get to see everything start to come together. So I'm gonna make sure I have it all blended out. And add just a touch of a lighter shade in here. This is 482. I did go in with 486 first. And I'm just gonna kind of add this in certain spots. Right here. My chin, I always forget my chin. I don't know what it is. Then we're gonna go in with the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in 2N. Like I said, I've been really enjoying this. If I'm looking to this side, it's because I have a mirror on this side. The way I got everything set up, it's the only place I could put it right now. Actually, I'm such a dum-dum. I should have used the cream contour. Actually, we'll let that sit for just a second and do it. So I'm gonna go in with the Persona Bronze Multi-Stick. I got this from Ulta. This is in Dune. I'm gonna apply this to my forehead and underneath my cheekbones. I've been loving cream contour. It looks like a good color. It's like a little bit ashy. I got a big forehead. I got a lot to work with up there, so just bear with me. Okay, very creamy. I like the color. High hopes so far. I'm just gonna blend this upwards. Ooh, I actually really like that. I mean, I didn't have like bad expectations really. I just didn't know, you never know. Blending like a dream. I try a lot of cream contours lately, and I actually have a lot of favorites. This one's really nice though. I think this might be a new go-to, because look at that. I mean, that was like super effortless. I'm gonna take my sponge and blend out this Dior concealer. Again, you wanna be careful at the edge here so you don't like ruin your clean, sharp edge. I'm gonna drag it down a little bit. And then we're gonna take a brush and specifically target that inner corner so we don't ruin any eyeshadow. Now, one thing, I've tried out Jacqueline's blushes and stuff, and one of my favorite things from that whole collection is definitely her cream blushes, because you can apply them over foundation. And one thing that I find whenever I'm doing or using cream blushes is when I go to set with powder, it kind of like all goes away. The fact that you can use it over powder is so fun, and it lasts a really long time, and it's like a matte finish. So I love them. And then you can also top it with her powder blush and it lasts even longer. Like, it's so good. If you have oily skin, it's not gonna like ruin or alter your foundation. Like, I set my face with powder. You guys know I bake everything. Well, not bake, but I don't have any issues. I have not had an issue at all so far. I'm just super impressed by them. So if you haven't gotten them, that is one cream product I would say is totally worth it. For cream blush, we have two different ones here. I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the Puff Paint from Natasha Denona. I love Natasha Denona. Her stuff is always so good. This is in the shade Tan. So it just looks like this. It's so tiny. This color looks really pretty. I'm just going to plop it on my skin and then take a brush and we're going to dab it out. Seems kind of sheer. Maybe that's the point though. Okay, we'll just do it to match the other side and then we'll set everything. I do like the color though. I wonder if I could use this on my lips because I feel like I would really like this as a lip product. I'm just gonna use my sponge to tap it out. See if I like that better. Like, it's like setting right there. You see that? So passing on that. So far, first impression, not great. If you've used it, let me know your favorite way to apply it. I would love to know. But I am gonna go in with this cream contour again and I'm gonna use a nose contour brush and I'm going to contour this nose real quick. I'm going to go back over with this and any concealer that I may have had on. Don't think I love it for my nose, but I do love it for my face. All right, now we're going to set our face. I'm just gonna go with my tried and true Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. Saw they were 60% off, so I feel like I need to go buy like 5 of them now, because you never know. They always go on sale and then they come back and I'm like, are you getting rid of it or not? Because I need to know so I can invest in like 10 of them. I just need to know ahead of time. You know, see, I set my entire face. And then Jacqueline's cream blushes can go over top and they look so good. So I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place palette. I think I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of both. I kinda wanna mix and just see. And I don't need a lot of contour right now just because I am pretty bronzed from like the foundation and all of that. But I love that this is kind of like a duo and you could really mix and match your color. Those are my favorites, truly. So I'm just gonna contour little bit here. And then I'm gonna use a different bronzer for my forehead, which I know is really excessive, but I just really want to try it out. So I'm gonna blend this out. The Duo Fiber, it looks really pretty though. I think when my foundation's not as tan or I just want like a really bronzy look, this is gonna be so good. I just love the packaging and everything about it. I have to travel this week, so I'm definitely gonna be packing this one. Another product I really want to try for my forehead because I love highlighting my forehead, believe it or not, the Hoola Glow. So I'm gonna use this guy. I'm gonna use my same brush actually, and we're just going to kind of, ooh, that's pigmented, kind of top up here just to give a little glow, because I normally take my highlight up here. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, that would be so nice to just have to like bronze the forehead and then add a little glow to it that you want. That is really pretty. It doesn't like look like highlighter, you know, but it's still kind of contoured and added a little shine. All right, now we're gonna go in with Jacqueline's palette for blush, and I'm just gonna go in with Pretty Posh. This is one of my favorite colors. It's looking a little more light pink, but in person, it's like the perfect neutral warm pink. And I'm just gonna tap this over my cheeks. See how pretty that is? They're super pigmented too. I could get crazy with blush, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna try to hold myself back. So this is the Huda Beauty mini face palette, the Glow Obsessions. I wonder if this is the same as her big highlighter palettes, you know what I mean? Does anybody else know? I haven't really looked too much into it. And I'm gonna mix, I think I'm gonna mix these two. Has a mirror, love that. We're just going to lightly, ooh, wowza. That is very pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit of the darker shade here. I feel like it could get really crazy though if you're not careful. So just a very light hand and you'll get a really beautiful glow. Okay, now I have some new brow products. These are from Makeup Forever. They're the Aqua Resistant. So I have the Aqua Resistant Brow Definer and the Aqua Resistant Brow Fixer. It says 24-hour wear waterproof. So we're gonna see. Ooh, okay, this is looking good. It's looking very natural. I like that. I love lighter brow products for me personally. Even when I have dark hair, I don't like a dark brow on me. Always usually have blonde. This is pretty. It's like not too much at all, but I like the way it looks. But I do feel like I'm using quite a bit of product, if I do say so myself. I do feel like maybe I need one more shade darker than this because I feel like I'm not getting as much bang for my buck. But the actual formula of it is really nice. I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive. I'm gonna just fill in little areas. Oh, this is definitely a waxy product. I haven't used this one in a minute. Just adds a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go in with the Aqua Resist Brow Fixer. It's supposed to be the brow gel. I love products like this for if I've gone too dark with my brows or something. Usually always saves the day. Seems nice. I mean, it's a tinted brow gel, nothing crazy. Now I'm going to apply this as my underbrow highlight. So pretty. I love this little highlight palette. It is really cute. Okay, so all I did was took the darkest shade that I used on my eyes, which was like the kind of dark brown red color, and I pushed that right up against my lower lash line. Made sure to follow that with the outer corner. Then I took the shade that resembles Dune in the NARS palette and just used that to blend it out with a pencil brush. And that's how we got this part. So I got some of Jacqueline's liquid lips. I did not get these in PR. I did order them. I kind of want to go in with Crabby and Pout Spoken. One looks a little bit darker than the other. Oh no, wait, I have this Dior one too. Oh, I really want to try this one too. I'm going to try the Dior one this time. So I'm going to be using this Jouer Longwear Cream Lip Liner in the shade Bare Rose. This is Dior one. I saw it. I only bought one shade because I was like, we're going to test it out and see before I even commit to anything else. So again, this is the Dior Forever Liquid Transfer Proof Matte Liquid Lipstick, Ultra Pigmented, Weightless, and Long Wear in Forever Nude. This is the applicator. I love this color. I love this color. That matches the lip liner perfectly, and I love this color. I am just going to top it off with a little bit of this NYX This Is Milky gloss. Okay guys, so that is the completed makeup look. I love the way everything turned out. So far, my favorites. I really like this palette. I kind of wish I would have went in with some of the shimmers, but I think the mattes are totally worth the palette, so definitely go pick this up. I think there might be another shade, like shade range in this. I'll let you guys know, and I might actually pick up another one. Loved this. This is just fabulous, this blush palette. Really liked the highlighter palette and the magnetic lashes. I've fallen back in love with this Rare Beauty liner. It's so nice, very black, easy to work with. The applicator is actually really nice. Also love this. I'm definitely gonna be taking this with me. The Persona Dune Bronze Multi-Stick. Brows, I wasn't too impressed with. I didn't love the Makeup Forever brow pencil, but that's probably because I didn't have the right shade for me. Yeah, I think everything else turned out really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I know it was probably a super long video because I really went into detail of pretty much everything, but I really like the way that this turned out. So let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.